It's always weird to start off. Alright. Hello, and welcome to episode 98 of the Knitting Annihilator podcast. I am Akira, your friendly neighborhood knitter, making sure the mic's plugged in. And I'm coming to you today from my amazing home in Adamsville, Alabama, where I live with my sexy, gorgeous husband and my two sons, Aiden, who is 5, and Ethan, who is 3. If you are a new viewer, welcome. I hope you just come sit on in. Just come sit right there. Right there. Okay. We're a bunch of chatty Cathy's over here talking about some crafting. And if you are a returning viewer, hi. How are you, sis? Period. Today is September the 6th of 2023. And, yeah. Happy after Labor Day. We had Labor Day last weekend. We hung out with a bunch of family. It was fabulous. And, yeah. How have you been? Great? If not, it's okay. That's what we're here to create a safe space for you to express yourself and to knit it out. Okay? Period. So, we've got a lot to talk about today. I'm extremely excited. So let's get through the admin-y stuff. You can find me on Instagram as knitting_annihilator_ and on TikTok as the cute housewife. As far as the structure of my channel is going to go, I'm going to do things a little bit differently. Instead of the only vlogs that I'm going to do, like, pertaining to my family and my life, will just be Vlogmas and Vlogtober, and a little bit of Vlogsgiving if I feel like it this year. But I am going to try to get this channel strictly just on crafting and knitting vlogs and knitting videos and things like that. So you can expect podcasts, knitting vlogs, knitting together vlogs where you and me start a project and finish it, and yeah, stuff like that. I think in doing that, this is my space to be creative and things like that, so I don't have to worry about, like, oh, you know, my kid's doing this, my kid's doing that, da da da. You're just here for a crafty good time, and so am I. We started kindergarten this year. It's been quite the transition, so I am using YouTube as an escape from that instead of trying to put my life in it with it. It's no bueno. So that's it on that. But yeah, I'm hoping to put more videos out, and I hope you like them. Yeah. So we can really get into it. I don't really be having a lot to say in the beginning. I have two victories, one battle, and one strategy that I am hoping to start today. So, and we got a little bit of kryptonite this time, period. I'm so excited. So, let's start off. I have 3 victories. Duh. Alright, so we'll go no particular order. I'm in love with everything I've made. So, let's go. So, the first thing that I finished was my Stripey Turtle Tank by Emily Curtis. This is what it looks like. And it's supposed to be cropped, and it is a little more cropped. But I really need to start trusting, like, the process, I guess. Once I finished the body, I was really nervous that I wasn't going to have enough to finish. Is that it? Oh, that's one of them. Look at this. I literally have so much left. I could have gone as long as I wanted to. But me, you know me, when I get nervous, that's it. But the Stripey Turtle Tank is a paid-for fingering weight pattern, usually done with 1 single skein and I think like 5 or so minis. I did it with just 2 colors. This was my Outlander knitting when Outlander was on. I still haven't watched the mid-season finale yet because I think that will subconsciously mess me up. So part of me is like, I'm really putting it off until the last minute. And it's funny because my mom hasn't asked me if I've watched it yet, because I haven't. But I'm caught up to that last episode. Man, that was crazy. But the yarn I used was Bumblebee Acres Farm, and they were Outlander colorways in Whiskey and Fraser's Ridge. I do love the way that it's striped up. Like, I feel like it's such an even amount of like the greens and the browns, and places where you see it kind of more of the whiskey part is the Fraser's Ridge had a little bit of that color in there too, so you kind of get these blending moments. So it came out beautifully. The modification that I made that wasn't in the pattern is that on the edge here, there we go, on the edge here, focus on me, there we go, I did just a crochet border around the armpits, and I love that. I'm not a crocheter, but I have loved like when things call for like something open or something like that, or if something I feel is like rolling, I've been doing a little chain stitch, single stitch, whatever it's called, to just kind of bring it together, and I love that. So it's a fun knit, especially in Alabama, where we went from the 70s last week to 96 today. So I will be wearing this out to brunch tomorrow, and I'm excited. Alright, that's number 1. Number 2. I'm so excited. Number 2, I finished my test knit, aka my concert dress, and this is it. So this is the Claudia dress by Dani Ruiz. It is going to be a paid for sport weight DK weight pattern. Oh, I love this thing. I have pictures on my Instagram if you want to go see. But I'm so proud of this. This was made to measure, so there's no sizes or no pre-made numbers. You have to kind of figure that out yourself, which was new for me. But I mean, look, we survived and we learned a little bit in between. The yarn I used, I'm going to put it on the screen. That one of them. I thought I just so happened to just see it. Oh! Here we go. This is the yarn. And I guess the color is 3011. So that's the yarn I used. She's a little mini dress, and not really a modification, but what I did was I made I knit an I-cord and then I just laced it up in between here. What I think I want to do and go back and do is put little loops right there. Maybe crochet like a little loop and then put the I-cord through the loop, so that way it looks a little bit cleaner. And it was my first time showing a little claspy thing onto the knitting, so look. Oh my god, I am such a big girl, period. And I sewed that on myself, so I'm trying to decide if I'm going to keep the I-cord in there or if I have more of these clippy things, so I wouldn't mind putting like maybe 2 right here and then leaving the circle open. So, but so cute. I got nice pictures. The pattern is pretty straightforward. I've already given my thoughts and my pictures, so if you see me in these streets on a pattern, period, yeah, it was a really nice knit. And it was really peaceful once you finish the top. Towards the bottom, you're just stockinette in the round. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Alright, so boom. Last thing I finished was my concert sleeves. Look at these bad boys. So these are the, I don't know if I'm saying it right, Palmier sleeves by Red Bean. It is a paid for, it's a paid for worsted weight pattern that is sold on her website. And it's kind of like a buy a coffee situation thing, but the minimum you can do is $10. Do with that what you will. But yeah, also no set numbers. This is also a measurement based pattern. I just like to say that because when you're a first time knitter, you don't really have all the knowledge like right off. So I would definitely consider the dress and this one a little more advanced personally for a beginner than I would go to, just because of like taking your measurements, putting them in, doing gauge, like that's, while it's all a lesson, you really don't know that in the beginning. So I definitely would lean more towards patterns that are scaled and scored. I don't know the right terms, but patterns that already have the numbers in there, so that way you can kind of get a feel for things and then get to things with measurements. So I knit my sleeves 23 inches on both sides because you know, my girl, I love a good cover your hand moment. So I did that, and then on the bottom, that's how I know the top versus the bottom. Again, hold on. I think you see it better this way. Yeah, I again did a crochet roundabout area. Everything blocked out beautifully, and I am definitely in love. I've worn those sleeves so many times. I didn't think I was going to, but I did, and I am so proud. So that is everything that I finished in the month of August. So I'm looking for this lady that I'm testing for because I don't know. Okay, so let's get into battles, what I'm working on. I only have one whip, but I am what you calling it today. Hold on, 30 seconds. Okay, back again. My sister was calling. So I think I said I have one battle, and then I have one on the way. I'm going to be casting on today, or at least swatching today, starting tomorrow. We'll see what happens. So this is a test knit for Andrea Gaughan. Let me turn down my brightness so I can show you. So this is her Instagram. I hope you can read that. And the pattern that I'm knitting is called the Essential Beanie. And it comes in a ton of different weights, with 4 sizes, 6 yarn weights. So I decided to do a fingering weight one, and yeah, I'm doing fingering weight and an adult small. So this will be a paid for any weight pattern, and here's where I am. Look how gorgeous that yarn is. You see that stripe? I love that. So this yarn is also living in my Naughty Knitting Sacks bag with vaginas on it. And you can use code SUPERKNITTER15 for 15% off. The yarn is Breaking Bad yarn. Congratulations on your baby, if the baby is here. Yeah. And the colorway is Gray Matter. And then here's her logo. show, I hope I'm saying Breaking Yarn and not Breaking Bad Yarn. The yarn is inspired by the show Breaking Bad, but it's called Breaking Yarn. So I have a Whitney Marie Anderson Progress Keeper here because this yarn was supposed to be for my husband, but we're gonna see what happens because I've just been in this era lately of like, I just want to knit for me, dog. I don't want to gift knit. I don't want to do none of that. So we're gonna see what happens. Watch this space because I need a gray hat. I don't have a gray hat, so like I already knit him a sweater. Like what more does he need, honestly? But yeah, so as you can see, it's like a little rib hat. I think it called for a US 1, but the smallest I had was a 2, so I'm knitting mine on a US 2, and that's usually what I knit like my muscle burrs on, between a 2 and a 3. So I do know that I'm going to enjoy the gauge that this is. So yeah, I'm excited. The due date, I think, is the 24th of September. It should definitely be done way before then. So, I'm just looking for a little progress keeper. I honestly don't care what goes on it. Oh, look, we'll put this little elephant on here. Elephants are my favorite animal. So, yeah. Alright. So put this little elephant on here. Let's watch as Kira struggles to put the thing on. I know. Okay. Alright, boom. So I got my Progress Keeper on. I'm using my Chiaogu interchangeable set with this. And, yeah, just one of my favorites. Chiaogu are my favorites for anything as far as knitting and things like that. It goes Haya Sharps, Chiaogus. I need to buy more cords for my Haya Sharps. I feel like I don't use them as often anymore because my cords are getting kind of benty at the, I can show you. See, so as you can see, they're really well loved. So you see how it's bent right there? That does play a role in like knitting and stuff. So I do need to get some new cords. But you know what? They deserve to have another spin. So you know, let's pull these out. Let's pull these out for my little swatching and stuff. It's like you guys know what to do. You guys always keep me on my toes. But yeah, so that's what I'm working on for the time being. Progress Keeper is in. Cute little elephant. So, boom. Alright, so I can't put this up just yet because I have to talk about some kryptonite that I got. And then, so let me pull that out and make sure I go back. Okay, so let's talk about strategies. So it's September the 6th. You will probably see this on the 7th. Fingers crossed. So we have basically a month till my birthday. And we all know that I always knit a birthday outfit, but I always wait till the last minute. Well, I'm starting today. So I have about 6 times 3 is 18, right? Yeah, 6, 12, 15, yeah. So I have about 1,800 yards of this yarn from Willie of WillieNillieKnits. And it's in the colorway Malice. And, you know, your girl loves a good purple, but I'm like, you know, trying to be adventurous and not just do purple every year. So, here we are. the pattern that I'm going to be making. I have to find it, so give me a moment. Talk amongst yourselves. Bam, 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 period. It is called... I think it's called Thin, the Thin set, but it's got like 3 T's, so TTThin sweater. I'm assuming it says thin, but it's a set, so let me show you. Like, look at how cute that is. Oh, I'm so excited. So I'm going to be knitting the set, the sweater and the skirt. So what I am going to do, I'm going to swatch number 1. I think the sweater, okay, so there's the sweater, boom. And then, okay, cool. So the sweater and the skirt are knit at the same gauge. So I only need to knit like 1 or 2 gauge swatches and just use the same needle for both projects, period. And then what I'm going to do is start the sweater first, because I'm sure the sweater is going to use less, definitely, the skirt's going to use less yarn than the sweater. So I'm going to start the skirt first and try to finish that. And then whatever I have left, I'm hoping that I can use for the sweater to get the full length. So we're gonna have to pray about it. I'm really nervous. I was gonna initially knit myself a dress, but something about this shirt and skirt, you know, I've just been really into sets, like the dress and the sweater sleeves, a top and a skirt. I think I knit a bra and a skirt this year. So, you know, that's really where my heart's been at. So I guess getting into kryptonite, I did buy the pattern. The pattern is by Wool and Beyond. I think her name is Ellen Berlin. So, Wool and Beyond, shouts out to you. I already told her I'm making it for my birthday. I confirmed with her that it's fingering weight and that it's, you know, it's a cute moment. So I'm very, very excited. And it's like a mini skirt. So I'm obviously into the mini skirt thing, the slits. I just want to show y'all my thighs, I guess, because I'm working on them. You know, I go for walks and I work out every Wednesday at a free class in my neighborhood. So, period. So that is what our strategy is today. We are going to cake this up, weigh it, kind of do some numbers, and see where we are. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Oh, let's pick a bag together. Okay, so part of me wants to use my Halloween bag, which is probably what we're going to do. So, hold on. Okay, so I got this bag from Stitching the High Notes. I'm sure her name's here. Yeah, got this bag from Stitching the High Notes. A beautiful fabric. So I'm going to go ahead and put everything in here. Boom. Because it looks like it's more the bigger sizes that are kind of like that. So I think the smaller sizes I should be okay to do some stuff with. Yeah. I love when y'all inspire me to go back to things I used to do. Because I used to only knit with Hiya Sharps. Like, I even have individual Hiya Sharps. But it's been a pleasure, you know, learning about different needle sets. So, we've got this packed up. And that'll be the next thing on the needles. Hopefully today, if not tomorrow. So, let's get into some kryptonite. Where do I want to start? Where do I want to start? Okay, we're going to start here. So, I love the We Share Needles podcast with Maddie and Kristen. Yeah, Kristen. And Kristen just had a baby. That baby's so beautiful, period. So, Maddie went to the Arkansas yarn crawl or something. And she was talking about how she almost fought this lady for the last two of these mini yarn minders. And I was like, oh, I need that right now. So literally, I paused the video, I Googled it, and I ordered one. So here is the little minder. So the concept is you basically put it up here, and then you can knit, and it's right here. And I had this at the Coco Jones concert, so while I'm sitting there, you know, singing, you know, all this ice is crazy on me. This is me at the concert, just knitting away because it's connected. I got mine from Quicker Fiber. I'll put it on the screen because I did save the receipt, but I don't remember who it was. But yeah, and then mine, I don't remember what hers has on hers. I'm trying to see the best. Yeah, that's probably the best way to see it. But look, it's got like a little design on it. It's so pretty. So I love this thing. So as you can see, if I don't have it on the leash per se, I'll just sit this down and then just pull in. It don't go nowhere. So it's like double the usage. So I love this thing, and I will definitely continue to use this thing if I go out or if I'm just sitting at home and watching TV or something. Definitely one of my favorites. I think that's it. And then this. Okay, so I've been wanting to talk about these because I want to use them, and I'm definitely going to use them on this new project. So my friend Alexa of Fiber of Her Being, I've talked about her on a couple of videos before. She opened her first shop. She makes stitch markers, candles, and like accessories, and she makes them all by hand. So with her grand opening, of course, I was like, let me go support, you know. So here is her card. And I want to get close enough so you can see where to get it. I think that's her Instagram, and then right here, fiberforherbeing.com, period. And I'll show you what I bought, and then she sprinkled in a little trinket. I'm so excited about it. So this is what I bought. So look, it says knit on there. Do you see that? Yeah, it says knit on there. And then this one, it's just like a cute little complimentary one to it. So I'm sure I can use this as like stitch markers and stuff. But these also look like earrings based on these things. So you never know what I'm going to do. But I'm probably going to use them as stitch markers. So, when she sprinkled this in with it, I laughed so hard. Because when she first put up what she was going to have in the shop, she put this up. And I said, I'm going to elbow somebody in the shop for it. So I hope they come prepared, and I hope they can throw hands. And she thought that was so funny. But it's these progress keepers that say right side, wrong side. And then they got little dangly things. I just thought they were so cute. They also, in the package, came some stickers. Her aesthetic to me is like whimsical, vintage, like delicate, and those stickers scream that. So I'm going to put them on my not delicate laptop full of dashy and other stuff to, I guess, balance out the delicacy of it. So, yeah. How long have we been talking? Okay. I think that's it. Oh, also, I don't remember if I asked that I could say her name, but there was a friend on Instagram that completely destashed and sent me, like, all of it. And I went through it. Some of it will be going to my friend in the UK. And I have since put it up so that way my husband doesn't get upset. So everything has its place. If you want to see that, that would definitely have to be a separate video because it is a lot of yarn that we would talk about. But thank you, and I loved everything that I kept, and I have so many plans. Aiden has already claimed some of the yarn for a sweater, so yeah. Am I forgetting anything? No, I think that's it. So thank you so much for watching. We have the subscriber count as far as, you know, getting monetized by YouTube. We just need the viewer count to go up. So, you know, you can watch some past videos, you know, while you look forward to new videos. But we definitely want to get our watch time up so that way, you know, your girl can maybe make a little change off this, you know, just for yarn or whatever. I don't think I'll get enough to pay no bill or nothing. But, I mean, a girl could dream. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you did like what you see, please like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications to let you know anytime I post. I hope you have the most amazing time living the craftiest life possible, whether that's coloring, knitting, crochet, embroidery, spinning, drawing, painting, rug making, because those rugs are, y'all doing them rugs, honey. So yeah, just live the craftiest life possible, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.